Hi, everyone. I'm just appreciating this stillness here. I'm, I'm Peter Moses of the Mindful Experience, and this is 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes of mindfulness for a whole week of peace and focus and calm. It's a pretty good offering. We're going to be here on Monday evenings together at 8:30, and this is our first of a series. And I want to tell you that I'm so happy to be with you, whether you're joining me live or at a future now. It's always now. It's always this moment. That's the one thing that never changes in our lives. And mindfulness is paying attention on purpose to this moment, but without reactivity, without judgment, more with openness and curiosity. And when we do that, we have an awareness of what's going on all around us in our external environment, and also on the inside, we're aware more of our thoughts and feelings. And then we have all sorts of choices because we're conscious. We can choose to speak or act. We can choose not to speak, or not to act. Mindfulness allows us to take a pause, often with a breath. And in that pause, we now are connected with our frontal lobe, where we are able to reflect and make, again, a conscious decision, and not one that's based on compulsive behavior that we have had in the past. So mindfulness is a way of life. It really helps the quality of our lives. And it's also a practice. So right now, I'm going to offer you one that's loved by children and adults alike, a practice called the anchor breath. It's a way of breathing that anchors us in our body, and the body is always present, which is a beautiful thing. And this is the way it goes for the anchor breath. We take one hand and put it on our heart, right over our heart, and another hand right over our belly. And we're sending positivity to our body. And we are taking a deep breath, a deep mindful breath, full diaphragm, like this. And it's not only the breath. After we take that deep breath, which we're paying attention to all the way on the inhale and the exhale, but we're going to smile and we're going to sigh. So it's like this. And so many great things are happening in just seconds. Again, the anchor breath, hand on the heart, hand over the belly, deep breath, sigh, and a smile. Now, when we're working with children, the children often say, but Mr. Pete, you said that I may be feeling mad or sad or just bad. Why would I be smiling? And it's such a good question. Adults have asked that too. And the answer is that the body does not know the difference, whether we're faking it or whether we're truly smiling. When we're smiling or laughing, we get a rush of endorphins in our bodies. And it's a wonderful, natural mood elevator that, again, gives us that pause and that uplifting experience so that we can face and resolve anything in the present moment. We're not caught up in our heads because we are anchored in our bodies, which is why it's called the anchor breath. It takes seconds, but it really does work. And the only way you can know it is to practice it. And as I said, mindfulness is a practice. And practice really does make a difference. So we're going to do it together once again. Hand on the heart, hand over the belly. Deep diaphragmatic breath. When you sigh like that, it's called the relaxation response. We do it naturally. And when you fully relax like that, once again being anchored in your body, you're free to have your intelligence that's there behind the thinking mind. It's creativity. It's what comes to you in the moment. It's called right action. But again, I'm not expecting you to believe me. And perhaps I'm preaching to the choir. It may be that many of you are aware of mindfulness and the magic of it. And it's not only the inhale, oxygenating your blood, and the exhale, relaxation response, but once again, it's that smile and the endorphins. And then you move on, but in a conscious way and not an unconscious way. So often we get caught up in the thinking mind, which is really all about the past and the future. That's what it's good for. But it's not good to be caught up in it or lost in it or enslaved by it. And much of humanity experiences that. We all have experienced that from one time to another. Mindfulness is that pause. It just takes seconds, and it totally changes your awareness. You know, you can contact us through our website, and there are resources there. You may have questions, and we would love to hear how something just like this anchor breath works for you over the next week. If you contact us and you have questions that we can answer, that would be lovely. And I am looking forward to getting to know many of you over time. Feel free again. We are at www.themindfulexperience.com, and I hope to be with many of you next Monday evening at 8:30. And thank you for your attention. It was awesome. Be well.